In 2014, a seemingly ordinary family purchased a charming, historic home in New Jersey, a house that promised a fresh start and a new chapter in their lives. What they didn't know, however, was that they were about to become embroiled in one of the most baffling and unsettling cases in modern real estate history. Before they even set foot in their new home, the family began to receive a series of eerie letters from an individual who called himself the Watcher. Over the following years, these mysterious communications would haunt their every move, leaving them in a state of terror and uncertainty, and ultimately forcing them to sell their dream home at a significant loss in 2019. Shortly after finalizing the purchase of the home, the family started receiving handwritten letters delivered to their mailbox. The letters were signed simply as "The Watcher" and contained unnerving messages. In these correspondences, the sender not only claimed to be watching the house but also ominously questioned whether the family would ever bring their children into the property. The tone was both invasive and menacing, a mixture of curiosity and malice that left the family deeply disturbed. The letters hinted at a long history with the house. The Watcher wrote in a way that suggested he had been observing the property for decades, even though no one had mentioned the existence of such an individual before. He boasted about knowing intimate details of the property and its surroundings, making references to architectural features and historical elements that were not readily available to the public. The unsettling nature of the letters raised immediate red flags and sparked a flurry of questions. Who was this person? How did they know so much about the house? And most importantly, what did they want? As days turned into weeks, the letters grew increasingly alarming. In one particularly chilling note, the Watcher claimed that the workers renovating the house would soon uncover something hidden within the walls, a secret that he insinuated had dire consequences. The content of this message was cryptic but loaded with threat. It hinted at a dark past, perhaps even suggesting that the house harbored a curse or a malevolent presence that only he could perceive. This letter was especially significant because it not only threatened the current inhabitants but also meddled with the very notion of the house's history. Could it be that there was something buried within those walls, a secret that tied into local legends or a long-forgotten tragedy? The family was left grappling with the possibility that their dream home might be a repository for unspeakable secrets. Understandably, the family was terrified. Determined to get to the bottom of the mystery, they took several precautionary measures. They hired a private detective to investigate the origins of the letters and to track down the identity of the Watcher. Additionally, they installed security cameras around and inside the house, hoping that any suspicious activity would be captured on film. Despite these efforts, however, the mystery only deepened. The detectives' investigation turned up little more than dead ends. The letters, while disturbing in content, provided few concrete clues that could lead to an identification of the sender. The security cameras, which were set up to monitor any intrusions or odd occurrences, recorded nothing unusual, no shadowy figure, no late-night intruder, nothing that could be definitively linked to the letters. It was as if the Watcher operated in an invisible realm, leaving only his cryptic messages as evidence of his existence. Over time, the case of the Watcher captured public attention. Media outlets and internet sleuths began to piece together the timeline and content of the letters, speculating wildly about the sender's identity and motivations. Some theories suggested that the letters might have been the work of a local resident with an unhealthy obsession with the house, perhaps a former tenant or even a relative of someone who had once lived there. Others posited that the letters were a hoax perpetrated by someone looking to extort money from the family or to drive them away from the property. Another prevailing theory was that the messages were linked to local folklore, a spectral presence tied to the land, possibly born out of past tragedies or long-standing family feuds. The notion that the house was cursed or that it held a dark secret resonated with many who followed the story, feeding into the broader cultural fascination with haunted houses and unsolved mysteries. Despite the mounting speculation and the extensive measures taken by the family, the Watcher was never caught or positively identified. The sense of unease only grew over the years. Living under the shadow of these constant, unexplained communications took an emotional toll on the family. The home, once a symbol of hope and new beginnings, became a source of fear and anxiety. Every creak in the night, every unexplained noise, rekindled memories of the threatening letters. By 2019, the psychological and emotional strain became too much to bear. The family made the heartbreaking decision to sell the house, even though it meant doing so at a significant financial loss. The sale marked the end of their personal ordeal with the Watcher, but it did little to dispel the mystery that had taken root in the community. The case remains a chilling reminder of how anonymity and mystery can invade the most personal of spaces. The saga of the Watcher is a complex tapestry woven with threads of fear, curiosity, and the unsettling intrusion of the unknown into everyday life. It raises profound questions about privacy, the nature of evil, and the lengths to which one person might go to disturb the peace of another. The case also underscores the power of modern technology and social media in amplifying these mysteries, transforming a private family's nightmare into a subject of public intrigue and endless speculation. While the family's ordeal has ended with the sale of the house, the enigma of the Watcher continues to captivate and confound. For some, it is a cautionary tale about the vulnerabilities that come with homeownership. For others, it is a modern ghost story that blurs the line between reality and the supernatural. The letters remain, locked away in the annals of unsolved mysteries, a testament to an anonymous figure who, whether driven by madness, malice, or some other inexplicable motive, left an indelible mark on those who dared to dream of a new life. Today, the legend of the Watcher endures not only in news articles and online forums but also in the collective imagination of those fascinated by the darker corners of human experience. It serves as a reminder that even in our modern, technologically advanced world, mysteries can emerge that defy logical explanation. The unanswered questions of who the Watcher was, why he chose to target that particular family, and what exactly he meant by his ominous warnings continue to spark debate among experts and enthusiasts alike. This case has also inspired creative works, documentaries, podcasts, and even fictionalized accounts, each attempting to provide an explanation or, at the very least, capture the eerie atmosphere that enveloped that New Jersey home. It is a story that highlights the unpredictable nature of human behavior and the sometimes thin line between reality and the seemingly paranormal. In retrospect, the 2014 case of the Watcher is more than just a series of threatening letters. It is a complex mystery that encapsulates the interplay between human psychology, modern technology, and the timeless allure of the unknown. The family's experience, a blend of hope, terror, and ultimate resignation, serves as a poignant example of how the past and the present can collide in the most unexpected ways. As we continue to piece together the fragments of this chilling case, one thing remains clear: the identity and motivations of the Watcher are still shrouded in mystery. The unresolved nature of the case leaves us with lingering questions about our own sense of security and the ever-present possibility that something, or someone, could be watching from the shadows. For now, the legend of the Watcher stands as a modern parable, a reminder that some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved, leaving us to wonder about the dark secrets hidden behind familiar facades.